You want to know how I feel about your SEO, your keyword searches, and your hashtags? They probably work, but they probably don't work for me. Why? Because every time I've tried it, my views don't get any better at my cooking page. Remember, I'm going to be using my cooking page as the example because this channel right here is something entirely different, right? So every mentor that I've had in the past and in the present, they say, Barbara, you just can't just jump up and make a random video and think that people are searching for that. You have to go look to see what they're searching for. Well, I've done that and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right. I've even signed up for this keyword search everywhere, kept it for a whole year. It was like $15 for the year. They give you some credits to use. And every time you search for something, it eats up some of the credits, right? It doesn't go very fast if you keep it turned off and only turn it on when you want to search for something to make a video on. So let's take the month of October and cooking, right? People are going to be searching for pumpkin stuff because Halloween is coming up. They're going to, for the DIY channels or the cooking channels, they're going to want to know how to carve the pumpkin, right? They're going to want to know how to make pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice latte, anything pumpkin. For the family channels, you're going to see them take their kids to the pumpkin patch, right? So people are searching for that probably. But I promise you, I can jump up right now and maybe make something with pumpkin and it won't get more than 300 views at my cooking page. I truly feel like my cooking page is dead. I think it's DOA, dead on arrival, right? No matter what keyword searches I do, I'll see other cooks doing like mini cheesecake or big cheesecake or whatever, or New York style cheesecake, and I'll name it exactly what they name it. I'll do exactly what they did, but with my own personality, right? And I still won't get the views. I'll even tag them in it. Put them in the hashtag, I just don't get the views. So honestly, I really feel like the secret is you have to teach people how to do YouTube. That's the only thing YouTube is pushing out there right now. Although I saw this older gentleman the other night. I wish that I had woken up out my sleep because I was falling asleep. And he said he was 60 something years old and he heard that YouTube is pushing old people. Child, I'm 58. My oldness finally counts for something. I'm going to start putting my age in a title or something, right? Because honestly, guys, it does kind of start with your title and your thumbnail. I don't know so much about the tags because I've heard other YouTubers say the tags don't really matter. I do know that you can mess things up with the tags because you have to put the tags that goes with what's in the video. If you put some of the random, like if you're showing how to change the oil on your car, and you put in their pumpkin spice latte in the tags, they're going to go, what the hell? It has nothing to do with, you're going to confuse the algorithm and you're going to get in trouble at YouTube. Okay, don't do that. And some people like to do, like when I first got started, there was another content creator that was trying to follow in my footsteps without reaching out and say, hey boo, I'm here, can you help me? And that person would put my hashtags as their hashtags, which is okay. Nobody don't own the hashtags. You can copy people's hashtags, right? But when Sherry Shepherd came to my house and I put Sherry Shepherd's name in it, they actually copied that one too. True story. Anyways, be careful with those darn hashtags. So now the next thing is your title, and you do kind of have to name it. They say a concise title is better, but I've seen long titles where you have to click on the thing to see what it says. And honestly, those interest me more because I'm like, what is it saying? Oh my God, what is it saying? Right? So then the pictures, I'm at a crossroads with the thumbnail pictures right now because when I'm doing my cooking channel, if I did a food item, I'll take a picture of the food, put it behind me, and I'll put me in the front posing with a plate of the food or something. So for this channel, I'm struggling to find thumbnail pictures that work because it's just my face here doing these talking heads, right? So I'm gonna have to figure it out. Now, some people say just put your face and no text. But I feel like that's a waste of real estate because if I name something one thing and I can continue explaining what the name is on the picture, I think that might work better for me. So I'm going to put text on mine for a while to see what happens. I want to test it so bad to not put text, and I did do that with my very first video. But let's see how that's doing, and then we're going to do a swivel. This is what we're going to be doing here. Not a swivel, a pivot. This is what we're going to be doing at this page, right? We're going to test things and see if they work, and if they work, we're going to continue doing it, and if they don't work, we're going to pivot and do something different. So for right now, I'm going to put text on my thumbnails because I feel like I can use that real estate to better explain what the video is, because the main thing that we have to remember, this is what I learned from one of my mentors that I paid $50 a month for. I stayed with him for like 6 months, and he was really good. But I feel like nothing was working for me, right? Not that he was bad. The thing just wasn't working for me. And I was applying what he told me. So the main thing that you have to remember is that you have to tell the algorithm what the video is about. Likewise, you have to tell the algorithm what the channel is about. So when you go put your channel description, write out something long and lengthy to tell the algorithm what the channel is exactly about, and keep updating that. If the channel is changing, go back and update it, like, well, it's about this now, right? So like for this video, I'll write a long lengthy description about what this video is about, because that's the only way the algorithm is gonna know. It's gonna go into the description and look for those keywords that I say don't work. It's gonna look for the keywords in the title. It's gonna look for it on the thumbnail. Now, let me give you a little trick. I was gonna put this in a different video, but you know what? I'm gonna give this to you guys at the end of this video. Something that I just learned. I don't know if it's true, but I just learned it, all right? So let's go back to what we were talking about. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and that's, I don't know how to do that, I'll be honest. I have a friend that knows how to do it, and I see him successful with his channel right now in doing that. And he has offered to help me with that. So I'm going to try to pin him down when he can find a moment to learn how to actually do the SEO. But the keyword is pretty self-explanatory. Use TubeBuddy or one of those things and just search for what people are searching for. And then that's the kind of video that you want to make, because then at least you know people are searching for it already. Because like for instance, my channel, my cooking channel started off being about Belizean food, but honestly, because Belize is such a small country with such a small population, Belize right now only has like 400 and something thousand people living there. And when I left Belize 40 years ago, there was only like 200,000, right? So it's grown very slowly. And who's searching for Belizean food? Really and truly? Other Belizeans? You see how small my pool was? Man, I messed myself up by making it. I didn't name the channel the Belizean channel, but I started with Belizean food because that's what I knew. But if you go look at my page, you might say, this girl complains too much. My cooking page, The Bear Pantry Show. You might say this girl complains too much, because look at her videos. They have a lot of views. Go look at the popular videos, right? A ton of views. Now, my top video is the one where I did my ancestry DNA. Well, I did my husband's ancestry DNA, right? Because I did mine 2 years prior. And we found out that we're really cousins. At first, they said like 4th cousins, but now they're saying 5th to 8th cousins. 5th to 8th, not 58. 5th to 8th cousins. I don't know. I don't have anybody in common with him except the people who are now popping up in ancestry. Like I have a cousin, a full-fledged cousin, same grandma, same grandpa, and she came up as my husband's cousin too, because she did her ancestry DNA. So the thing probably not lie, right? The Dana don't lie. So that's the video that's done the best, but I don't know how to like make other videos on that. My channel is a cooking page, right? So then you go look at the other cooking videos, you're gonna see that my Belizean recipes have a lot of views. But those views came over the course of a long length of time, and they never came together like in one pool to where I could get like a good paycheck that month. The most money that I've ever made in a 30-day period at YouTube in the 13 years that I've been on YouTube doing the cooking channel is about $800. There, I said it. It's the truth. There, I said it. At Facebook, I've made more money from time to time because Facebook competes with YouTube. And we're talking YouTube primarily at this channel, but we're going to talk Facebook too, okay? In another video, I'm going to tell you how I got started in Facebook and how I made money different times in Facebook and why I think I'm not making money right now. We'll do that in another video. But on Facebook, I pretty much, well, when I started in Facebook, I did different videos for them than I did for YouTube. They were all cooking, but I made separate videos for Facebook. But no, I don't do that no more. Whatever I'm making for content is what they're getting. I mean, for content at YouTube is what they're getting. So I think optimization and stuff at Facebook is a little bit different than YouTube too. So I don't want to like mess it up for this video right now. So to summarize, I would say, look into the SEO. Go watch some videos on that to learn how to do it. Definitely do your keyword searches. As for me, I'm not doing none of that for this channel. I'm just not. I don't want any stress at this channel. I just want to be happy for a change. I just want to run my mouth. I just want to blab. We're always going to come back to that name. My son wanted me to name the channel Babsy Blabsy. because Babsy is my nickname, but it's only my nickname for people who know me, right? People who knew me from my youth. So I said, no, I don't ever want to put that name publicly for people to think they can call me that, because that puts a level of protection between me and the audience. Because if somebody calls me Babsy, that means they know me, right? So Babs, I don't mind you saying Babs or Barbara. And so my daughter said, okay, Babs Blabs. And that's how the name came about yesterday at dinner for my husband's birthday, okay? So I'm so excited about this brand new channel where I could just sit down and just air my grievances. You guys, if you've learned something from this, give me a thumbs up, okay? You're never gonna see me put the subscribe and like at the beginning or the middle of the video. I'm always gonna put it at the end, because that's another tip that I just recently learned. They say you don't go to a restaurant and sit down and the people bring a survey and go tell me how you like the food and you didn't even taste the food yet. You gotta watch the video first before you decide if you wanna like it and subscribe to the channel, right? So that's how that works. You thought that I forgot the tip that I was going to give you guys, right? So I just learned this, so I don't know if it's true. They say what you name your video file when you upload it to YouTube matters. So don't name it something like bread pudding done, right? Belize and rice and beans done. Name it something that has to do with what you're going to title the video, if not exactly what you're going to title the video. They also say that whatever you name the thumbnail matters. And I usually name my thumbnails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because that's how I save it in the files, right? So name the thumbnail something that also has to do with the video, because that tells the algorithm what the video is about. Let's see if it's true, guys. We're going to be trying all this stuff.